So, because my last drawing video did so well, I figured I'd do another one a little more in-depth on expressions. And so we'll start with the normal expression. So the only thing colored in, you'll notice, is the muzzle, or inked in. And that is because it is the only thing that stays consistent other than the nose. So let me do those real quick. So other than the nose, from expression to expression. And you'll see why in just a moment. Okay. So everything but the nose and muzzle. And that is because for a normal expression, it's normal, it's your basic one. But then for happy, you'd change the mouth and the eyes and whatnot. For angry, you'd change the eyes and the mouth and a little bit. And then for sad, you'd do the same thing. And the ears too, because the ears are important. So let's hop in with normal. You'd want the ears to be in a relatively neutral position. No, actually, we'll start with the eyes going down and up. If you want to learn how to draw the faces and stuff, go back to the how to draw video. I'll have that linked up in the top there. This is more of an in-depth, yeah. So, going with those eyes, and they'll be looking just normal, straight ahead. Okay. And then for the ears, you want to position, I'm actually going to erase this ear because it is in the wrong place. We'll want to position it above that eye, and then we kind of want it to, there we go, okay. You want to do that, and then we do that. We'll do the other ear. And so for a neutral expression, we'll just give him like a neutral smile because that's your typical Sonic the Hedgehog thing. And so, yeah. So for the neutral expression, I'll let him get in. You want everything to be well balanced. He's not happy, he's not sad, he's just, I guess, content to be there. If that makes sense. And so that's kind of all there is to it. You just want it to just be like an idle pose for a video game. That's a template to adjust and add more to. So there's your neutral expression. It doesn't look the best right now, but that's because, this is a quick, I'm not doing too much work into this, I'm not putting too much effort in, we're just doing the basics. And so next for happy, you'd want to give him like a big old grin instead, so that's the first big change we're making. And so, give him a grin, make him happy, show that he's happy. And then to make it look less determined, less of a determined expression, more of a happy expression, you don't want to bring the eyes all the way down. You want to have a point where they just kind of are like that, maybe a little, let me actually make that a little lower, like there instead. There we go. Because when you're happy, your eyebrows are raised. We'll draw in his eyes, might make him a little bit taller to show his excitement. And then the ears will be like fully upright and slightly curved outward because he's excited, So we'll add some curve to these ears. Point them in the direction that he's looking and whatnot. So there. Okay. And there's your happy Sonic. Actually, I forgot to ink that in right there. So let me do that. Okay. And I guess I'll ink this one in, because it is quite simple. And you know what, if you guys have any problems with what I'm doing, just like let me know. And if there are any artists who are better than me who have an issue with how I'm doing it, feel free to, like, I don't know, post your own video telling me how to, telling, I guess, everybody, because if it's a common mistake, everyone would do it. And if there's anything you'd rather do, you know, just like, I encourage you to, like, do your own, I guess, tutorial or presentation or something, if you're just, like, watching this for fun, just, like, to see how other people do it. And then if you are actually doing this to learn, I encourage you to look up other expressions and, like, don't only do what I do, right? Go off of other people's expressions, other people's artworks, and, like, inspire your drawings off of those, okay? That's just, yeah. So that's what I have to say there. This is our excited face. Now, we're going to move on to angry, where we're going to have a big spiky frown. It's all the way down here. I cannot move my camera, though, I'm sorry. So you'd want it to be very downward pointing there. Like that. And then you really want to sharpen those eyes. But not too much. I messed up right there. I'm going to fix it right now. Hold on. There. Alright, sharpen the eyes, though. And draw the, well, actually, sharpen the brows, I mean, and then draw the eyes kind of like being covered up by the brows. And then the ears, just draw the neutral ears. A lot of the time, the ears don't change, because most expressions are pretty similar, and, like, there's not much going on. And I might go into more in-depth expressions some other time. Let's ink this in real quick. And I admit this might be a relatively quick video. I don't know how long this is, because when I'm drawing, time kind of flies. So if this ends up being like 5 minutes long, you know, that makes sense. But if it ends up being like 10 minutes long, I'll be super confused. Because, yeah. But yeah, so let's go over this. Keep in mind, I am not a professional. I'm entirely self-taught. So, yeah. This is just from my experience. And here's that one. Oh, wait, I forgot the mouth. There you go. And then for the final expression we're gonna do sad. So, when he's sad, you really make the mouth kind of small, but still kind of curved downward. I don't know how well you guys can see that. Actually, what if I aim the camera up? There you go, okay. So you want it to be kind of like a small frown, and then for the eyes, you want them to start off with a big, like, oval thing, sort of. And then you want to kind of curve it like that. Like that. And then draw in those parts. And then make his eyes small and kind of looking down. And then maybe draw the eyelids like this. Under there. Draw in the bumps for the brows. And then this is where we do a large departure from normal, and we're going to draw the ears kind of in a more flat position. To really show off that sad look. And so now let's ink this in so you guys can see better. For some reason, pencil does not show up well on camera, and I don't know why, because it shows up great in person, just on camera it decides it's gonna not, you know? Maybe you don't know. I don't know what you know. I'm just here. Doo-doo-doo. Don't forget the overhang for the greater depth of field look sort of thing. And then, okay, so there's sad. That's all inked in. And yeah, I'm gonna erase all of this. I'm just here. If you want to click off, go ahead. If I don't edit this out later. Alright, and yeah. So this is what we've got. And if you guys want to, you can just let me know if you want me to show you how to draw something different in the future. If you want to, yeah, just let me know. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye.